Hello and welcome to the Indicator Warehouse. In this video, I'm going to show you the Geiger counter, a fantastic new tool from indicatorwarehouse.com. If you're having trouble deciding which trades to take or whether or not it's safe to stay in a trade you're already in, then the Geiger counter is the tool for you. The Geiger counter will show you in an easy to use format who is in control of the market in real time with zero lag. It's long been understood that volume precedes price. However, interpreting volume can be very difficult, especially if you're watching volume unfold real time, as in watching the time and sales print. While it might be interesting to watch the order flow unfold, it's nearly impossible to decipher and incorporate this information into your trading, until now. The Geiger counter tracks the order flow information and displays it in such a way that you can plainly see who is in control of the market right now. You can see the shifts in momentum, enabling you to better determine whether or not to take a trade or how you might want to manage a trade you're already in. With the Geiger counter, you get a look behind the scenes of what's driving the price action. The Geiger counter literally allows you to put your finger on the pulse of the market. With the Geiger counter, you'll be able to detect potential reversal points, determine whether the buyers or sellers are in control and when control is shifting, and you'll also be able to pinpoint when to enter or exit your positions based on shifts in order flow. So how does the Geiger counter show you this? There are 4 components to the Geiger counter. The first component is the dial meter. The dial meter is around the indicator along with the bid and ask. This shows you in real time the volume at the bid and ask levels and allows you to see the order flow and how strong the buying or selling is. The next feature is the histogram. The histogram plots the history of the order flow and shows who is controlling the market. Large spikes in the histogram shows the market running stops, and that could lead to a potential reversal. It's also useful to watch the histogram at obvious support or resistance levels to see how the market is responding to these levels, allowing you to better be able to determine whether a price level is going to hold or whether it's going to break. Another feature of the Geiger counter is the needle, which plots an average of the order flow, allowing you to see the buying or selling pressure behind the market. The needle will also change color from white, which is relatively neutral, to green or red when the market becomes especially bullish or bearish. When the needle becomes green or red, it shows a lot of market participation and strength in the current move. The last feature of the Geiger counter is the trend indicator, which will print a green or red outline around the current price bar and is an indication of the overall buying or selling pressure. It can be especially useful for identifying short-term trends or potential reversals. Oh, one more thing. The Geiger counter is also draggable, so you can move it anywhere you like on your chart. Let's take a look and see how the Geiger counter works in action. This is the E-mini S&P with the Geiger counter on it, and the market opened up about a half an hour ago. You can see that according to the Geiger counter, we're fairly neutral at the moment. We did have a little bit of a bearish slant here earlier, but right now the market is fairly neutral. I'm using the Raptor trading system from Indicator Warehouse to do my signal generation. And at the moment, I'm just waiting for a signal to print. You can see the trend indicator here from the Raptor is suggesting that maybe we're going to have a little bit of a move lower. So we'll see if that actually develops into a signal. It's about 5 minutes later, and the trade indicator is still suggesting the market's heading lower. I'm getting ready for the Raptor trading system to print a sell signal. Notice the dial meter, the needle, and the histogram all very bearish right now. So if the Raptor trading system prints a signal that is in sync with that, that should be a good probability signal to take. Okay, the Raptor just printed a sell signal, so I'm going to submit that order. And we'll have this order ready to go now. We'll see if the market will bring us in. Okay, our order has been engaged. The E-mini is heading a little bit lower now. Notice that the Geiger counter is still very bearish. Oh, look at that. The needle's taken a good turn here to the downside, suggesting the market is quite bearish. Our trend indicator, oh, it was flashing red there for a moment. Oh, we're getting a little bit of buying pressure coming into the market. And that should be obvious given this swing low that we have right here. That's not too much of a surprise. Okay, buying pressure is starting to build. You see here on our histogram, our trail indicator. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll my stop in a little bit, just in case the market decides that this low will hold and we might see a bounce out of here. So the Geiger counter suggesting this might be a good spot to roll my stops. Oh, look at this. Now the Geiger counter is falling off. The needle is full on red. I think we're going to be okay here. Even though the bar is rallying at the moment, look at this. The Geiger counter is looking behind the scenes, telling us not to trust that rally, that in fact the sellers have control of this market. So we should see this current move fail shortly, and we should see the market head a little bit lower, at least to our break-even stop, I would think, and hopefully even to our first profit target. The needle still very red. The histogram very bearish. There we go. We've hit our break-even stop, and hopefully the market will continue lower now. Oh yes, look at that. The needle still very red. A lot of selling pressure here in this market at the moment. Trend indicator now also red. And there you go. So the Geiger counter was very instrumental in helping us, well, decide whether we wanted to take that signal and how we wanted to manage this trade once we were in it. Very useful tool, very helpful for looking behind the scenes and seeing what's going on in the marketplace. And remember, if you're trading the E-mini S&P, stocks, futures, or Forex, the Indicator Warehouse will help you get more out of your trading efforts. Thank you for watching.